What's up YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Baking Without a Recipe. Today's challenge, chocolate chip cookies. In case you guys missed episode 1, in this series I'm given a set of ingredients and a picture of the final product and I have to figure out how to recreate it. However, there are a few fake ingredients and traps that I have to avoid along the way, just like some of y'all avoid that subscribe button. Just click it. And these are live sessions on Twitch, so feel free to tune in. For now, stick around to the end to see how my cookies turned into scones. We're gonna get going, chat. Here's our ingredient list. We have, I'm just gonna go per list, chocolate chips, eggs, we have butter, we have baking powder, baking soda, both again? Bro, why? Why both? Okay, we have coffee powder and salt. We have brown sugar this time. Oh shit, chat, what is brown sugar exactly? Does anyone know? Can someone tell me? We have vanilla essence, we have sugar, and flour. Alright. And then we have our usual weapons, tools, measuring cups, spoons, Asian mom's favorite weapon, a nice glass bowl apparently, and also a normal bowl. Is this what we're supposed to bake the cookies on? Alright. Okay. It is what it is, I guess. So, here we go. What do we even start with, chat? There's no real wet ingredients this time. Because with banana bread, we had wet ingredients. This time, it seems to be all dry. Also, the question again becomes, do we melt butter or do we leave it as is? I say, let's melt the butter and put sugar in there, right? We'll take the butter and the sugar and we'll mix it together. And then we'll do the eggs. Because we dissolve the sugar and then we add the eggs to the final thing and we add in the vanilla essence. I think we should skip the coffee powder again because similar to last time, I don't think this really has like a dark chocolate or a chocolate taste. So I don't think there's a point that we should bother about having coffee powder in there. There's no point. So I'm gonna put it away. Alright. So that leaves us with the baking powder, baking soda, salt. The baking powder and the salt, and also the soda. I don't know why people use baking powder. I don't know why people use baking soda. I don't understand it, and we're gonna have to figure this out at one point. We're gonna figure this out this time, hopefully. So, let's just go with, let's put away the chocolate chips. I assume they go at the end, as they have in the previous recipe. And we have vanilla extract, we have sugar, flour, salt, baking soda, baking powder. Okay, let's start with our butter, eggs, sugar, and vanilla essence. I assume that's how it should be grouped. And then you have your flour, your enhancers, your risers, your baking powder and baking soda, and then you have your salt. I keep saying salt. Do we need salt, chat? Can somebody please tell me if we need salt? I don't know if cookies need salt, bro. Because the banana bread needed salt, like a little bit, but is it because it was bread and not like a dessert? Because technically cookies are a dessert. Maybe we don't need it. Maybe we do need it. Do we need it? Should we need it? This is too complex. This is too damn complicated for my head, chat. Alright. Okay, we're gonna go with, let's just start, let's just start throwing stuff together. Whatever happens, happens, bro. It is what it is. Let's melt the butter, chat. We're gonna melt the butter like last time. But I did learn something. Apparently, you're not supposed to use butter like hot out of the oven. You're just supposed to use butter like kind of appropriately, So did we use the whole butter this time? Last time we used the whole stick. Let's use the whole stick this time, chat. We're gonna use the whole stick of butter. I'm gonna melt it. I don't need this. There's no liquid this time. I'm gonna melt it in this wide bowl again. before somebody questions, yes, I store all of my dishes in my dishwasher because apartments these days apparently don't like giving people cabinets. It's crazy. It's insane. Mind blowing. Anywho. Oh my, the butter's almost molten again. And just like last time, chat, we're gonna save the wrapper because we can use this butter for buttering up our surface. Our surface, I call it. Our actual pan, which may or may not be that one because I don't know how much cookies we're gonna have to make. We might have to use my secret trick, which I'll tell you guys when we get there. I say secret trick, I used this when I was in college. I literally would take like the frozen pizzas and I didn't like putting it directly on the rack because I was like, oh. Or like the really thin crust pizzas, you know, the Italian style ones, the Neapolitan ones, what happens is like when they heat up, they start getting really like foldy. So to make sure that that doesn't happen, what I would do is, or if I made my own pizza, I would take some aluminum foil, like some foil, and I would put it on the tray. Like I would wrap it around the tray itself, and then boom, you have a full surface that you can work with. And there might be some, but the surface tension holds the item that you're putting on top in place, so you don't have to worry about it. So we have our butter. We're gonna let it cool just slightly. While we let it cool, we're gonna throw it in the fridge. Let's just let it get cool, like super cool. Wait, is something gonna happen if I put it hot? The glass won't break, okay? I don't think the glass is our biggest concern. Because as far as I know, this thing's not hot enough where it's gonna shatter. But what you can do is use a coaster, if you will. And if you put it, that way it's not directly in contact with the cold surface. So it survives a lot better. There we go. Our butter's cooling in the fridge. Okay, chat. Let's think here. There's two types of sugars. I assume we probably have to use some sort of ratio of like 2-to-1 maybe to the sugar for the amount of flour you have, right? So let's say we put 2 cups of flour, then the total amount of sugar should be 1 cup. That's my guesstimate. I'm not sure. I'm gonna go with that's what's correct. Yeah, let's do that. Let's start with 2 cups of flour, chat. Alright, there we go, chat. We have 1/2 cup. This is the next half cup. So let's go we need 1 more after this one. 1 more. I don't know what I'm doing. Somebody please help me. Okay. Important question. Do we think salt should go in here, chat? In my professional engineering opinion, if something is sweet and is a dessert, it should not get salt. Unless it's ice cream, because I know ice cream is made with like rock salt or some shit. You know what, I'm gonna save the salt for the end, chat. We're gonna figure that out at the very end. Now, baking soda, baking powder. I think because I don't exactly understand what baking powder does, I'm gonna go with, we're gonna go with baking salt, chat. Baking salt. Oh my god. We're gonna go with baking soda, chat, because at least I understand what baking soda does. I have no idea what baking powder does. I don't know how much to take. Okay, we have this much flour. Let's go. Sure, whatever. Let's go with that much. That feels right. Sure. All right. So our baking soda has mixed in with the flour. Hopefully by now our butter should have cooled, right? Because apparently we're not supposed to put in hot butter into our dishes. So here I have butter by itself. Let's just put the whole stick of butter, right? We'll go with all of the butter. Alright, we got all the butter in here. Alright, we have put a cup of flour in there. We've put 2 cups of flour in there. So, we're gonna go ahead and add 1 overall cup of sugar. Yeah, it's a mixture. Brown sugar is a mixture of moly and sugar. I would assume you'd need more brown sugar than white sugar. Yeah, let's do 3/4 to 1/4. We'll do 3/4 cups of brown sugar and then 1/4 cup of white sugar. We have the 1/4 cup measuring spoon. We're gonna go 1 cup, 2 cups, 3 cups.
All sugar is good sugar. Sugar is life.
Sugar is the answer to everything that's wrong with this world. Okay. Sugar! Alright, we'll dissolve the sugar. And we'll see what happens from there. Wow, the brown sugar like melts with the butter really fast. It's like a sticky gooey texture. I don't know what to call it. Alright. Speed based segment. Not gonna lie, maybe we put too much sugar. I think we put a bit too much sugar. Not gonna lie, I genuinely think we might have put too much sugar. Does this look right? Can anybody does anybody know? What do we think? We'll just keep going? Keep going. Alright, y'all set? We're gonna keep going. Okay. I don't think there's enough liquid to melt, so I think it's time to add in the eggs, right? So if we add in the eggs, okay, hold on. Last time we did 1 stick of butter for the banana bread, we added in 2 eggs. Let's do the same this time. Let's avoid a situation where something tastes like egg. Because imagine biting into a cookie and it tastes like an omelet. The thought of it disgusts me. Alright, here we go. Whew. And we're gonna go with another here. That's 2. Right? 2 eggs for 1 stick of butter seems right. Seems about accurate. Type 1 if you agree, chat. Type 1 if something that I'm saying makes sense to you, because it's certainly making sense to me. 100%. I'm one example is like this.
A few moments later.
Alright, chat. As usual, we're also gonna do our vanilla essence challenge. So, as typical format, I think at this point it's gonna become a part of this stream forever. So for all you watchers, it's time. We're gonna do rock, paper, scissors. If I lose, I take some vanilla essence. If you lose, I'm free. Yeah? Alright, here we go, chat. Let's do some rock, paper, scissors. I'm ready. Alright, ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Fuck! Best 2 out of 3. Best 2 out of 3. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. God damn it. God damn it. Who keeps throwing out rock, bro? Ugh. Alright, here we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Chat, this is a lot worse than last time. This is a lot more than last time. We're gonna... I can smell the alcohol already. God damn. This is gonna hurt. This is genuinely gonna hurt. I have my water's right there. Alright, here we go. Ready? In 3, 2, 1. My soul is leaving my body. Okay. Let's go with a bit of this, right? That should be enough, chat. I don't think we need more than that. Alright, so we have eggs, butter, sugar, and vanilla essence in here. Now we just need to figure out what to do in terms of ingredients. So, I say we take our dry stuff here and we pour the wet ones in there. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just putting stuff together and praying that it works out. I just want to finish this challenge and get on with it. You know what I mean? You know, sometimes when you're just doing stuff and you're like, please let this work out in my favor. Okay, seeing how much dough we have, I don't think this thing is going to be enough. We're going to put this away. Let's get the big tray out. Alright, let's take the lower one. We're going to take the lower one, chat, and we're going to cover this one in baking sheet. But we should we should just start mixing. Cause I remember QT Cinderella, thank you for this amazing tip. Chat, when you make cookies, you're supposed to refrigerate them or something before you bake them. That's how they hold their shape, I think. If I'm not wrong, that's what the advice was. That's what watching years of Master Baker gets you. A bunch of random knowledge. First of all, this thing does not feel right. This thing genuinely does not feel like it's enough. Something feels wrong with this. It feels way too sticky to be proper dough, chat. Like genuinely, I think this is messed up. I think we need more flour, chat. I think we need more flour. And if we're gonna add flour, we should add an equivalent amount of sugar to keep the 1:2. So let's add another 1/4 cup of the white sugar, because I think we have enough brown sugar. It's very sticky. So we'll add a 1/4 cup of the white sugar. So, la la la, white sugar goes in. Crystallized crack for kids goes in. Okay. Sure, that sounds right. So now we have 2.5 cups of flour and 1.25 cup, 3/4 plus a half, so 1.25 cups of sugar in here. That should be plenty to get this dough looking like a ball rather than a sticky mess. Boom. Boom. Look at that. We have a dough. It feels like cookie dough. Alright, here we go. Cookie dough is done. So, we're gonna go ahead and get it. We're gonna add chocolate chips. Add chocolate chips! It's time for the shut up! We're just gonna dump a bunch in it. This is chocolate chip cookie dough, right? You're gonna have enough chocolate chips in there, bro. Chocolatiest. Okay, I think it's time to move on. I think it's time. Alright, so here we go. Let's start making our balls, and we're gonna put it on this tray that we were supposed to put the cookies on, but I don't think the cookies are gonna fit on that tray, bro. Okay. We're supposed to use like an ice cream scoop of balls, right? This is probably an ice cream scoop size. Yeah. Here we go. Ice cream scoop size ball. What am I supposed to do, Chad? I just stop it out. This is a ball. Ice cream scoop, bro. Ice cream scoop. This is an ice cream scoop, Chad. I use more ice cream scoops, right? Go. Okay. Let me just next one. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, okay, chat. We got 15 in here. Here we have 15 cookies, bro. We're doing good. We're doing just fine. How long do you think we should put this in the fridge? Type 1 if we should do 10 minutes, 2 for 20, 3 for 30, and so on and so forth. I think we should do 15 minutes or 30 minutes. Does anybody know? Can somebody tell me why do we even have to put these in the fridge? I only saw Cutie Cinderella doing it. I don't know why she did it, and I can't seem to, and my brain can't comprehend why. I'm doing it because I saw the tip. I assume the original people who ever made cookies didn't have a fridge, right? So then why are we putting stuff in fridges now? Why are we changing what the origin story wanted? How about this, chat? Let's put it in the fridge for however long it takes for the oven to preheat. Let's go with that, yeah? Let's do that, chat. I'm gonna put this in the fridge and we're gonna take it out when it's time for the oven. We're gonna take this out of the fridge. We're gonna take these cookies out of here. Look at them. Look at the big boys. Our tray is ready. Da, 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 da. We're gonna put these things on here now. And we're gonna slide this in. Here we go. Okay, just make sure they're round, right? And then put it on top, not too close to the edge. That's cookies, one tray, and then we have another tray, which I do need to butter up. I don't have foil, so we're gonna put this in for now. We'll figure out the foil situation in a bit. Okay, here we go. Alright.
In you go.
Okay. And we're gonna throw this in the oven. Here we go.
In the oven it
Goes. Okay, chat. The cookies are in the oven. We need to figure out how much time we need to put this in for. I say we put it in for 20 minutes, right? Actually, no, wait. Let's do 40 minutes, chat. We'll do 40 minutes, but we'll come and check in on this in like 20 minutes.
12 seconds later.
All right. Damn! Look at this shit! Okay, hold on. It's not done. It's not done. I don't think it's done yet, but look at these, chat! Progress check! What do we think? What do we think? I think they're turning out pretty close to the picture ones, bro. Alright, I'm gonna... Oh wait, I can't move them. Oh, fuck. If I touch them, they're breaking, chat. Okay. These are just gonna go back inside, bro. They're just gonna go back inside. Alright. Okay. Alright, so that was 20 minutes, and that's what they look like. I think we should leave them in for the rest of the 20, but we'll check in on it in like, let's check in on it in 10 minutes, chat. Chat, my entire apartment smells like cookies right now. I can't even. Okay. Look at that! They're done! Woo! Holy! Yeah! Alright, hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna pull these out, chat. I think it's time to pull them out. Wait. Hold. Look at this! We got cookies! Ow, hot. Okay. Look at these! They're so pretty! And they're perfect from the bottom, bro. Ow. It's hot! Okay, hold. Okay, chat. What do we think? The final result is on the screen, right? Yeah, you guys can see it on the screen. Rate it. 1 to 10. How close are we to the final result? Yeah, good. Good shit, right? It's hot. Look at the bottom. God damn, it's still hot. Okay. The bottom's pretty clean. Okay. Good shit, bro. 10 out of 10, let's go. All right, success. Okay, with this one, I'm gonna call it a success, chat. I think we matched the picture pretty well. All right, we're gonna let this cool. We're gonna set it here, and we're gonna let it cool, and we'll check on it. Here we go. We're here. It's cookie time. we're gonna take the big boy. Oh my god, chat. They look so perfect. Holy shit, bro. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna take the big one. I'm gonna break it in front of y'all. Wait. What do you think? What do we think? Hold. Okay, wait. Yes. Does it look good? Let's eat a cookie. Bellissimo. Wow. 너무 맛있어. 오이시. Delicious. Delicioso. Holy shit. I wish you guys could eat this with me, man. It's insane.
6.5 hours later.
Alright, chat. It's the morning after, and I wanted a cookie, so yeah, I think I accidentally made scones. Apparently, according to my friend, we left the cookies in the oven for about 30 minutes too long. And turns out, you're only supposed to leave them in there until the edges turn brown. Not the whole thing. Well, I guess I'm gonna go enjoy my chocolate chip scones for breakfast. GG, y'all.
'Cause I've been falling for you.